The old Victorian mansion had been abandoned for years, rumored to be haunted by the ghost of its former owner, Mr. Richards. Many people had claimed to have seen his ghostly figure wandering the halls, and strange noises could be heard coming from the attic at night. Despite the rumors, a group of teenagers decided to explore the mansion one night. They snuck in through a broken window and made their way up to the attic. As they were looking around, they heard a loud thud and saw a shadowy figure moving towards them. The group panicked and tried to run, but the door slammed shut, trapping them inside. They heard strange whispers and moaning sounds coming from all around them. The temperature in the room dropped rapidly, and they could see their breath in the cold air. Suddenly, the ghostly figure of Mr. Richards appeared before them. His eyes were dark and sunken, and his face twisted into a menacing grin. He pointed at the teenagers and let out an ear-piercing scream. The group was paralyzed with fear, and they couldn't move. They watched in horror as Mr. Richards' ghostly figure moved closer and closer. Just as they thought it was all over, they heard the sound of footsteps, and a bright light shone through the window. The police had been alerted by a neighbor who had seen the group sneaking into the mansion. They broke down the door and found the teenagers huddled together, shivering with fear. They quickly took them outside and called their parents to pick them up. As they left the mansion, one of the teenagers turned back to look at the attic window. She saw the ghostly figure of Mr. Richards waving at her, but this time his face was peaceful and serene. She knew then that the ghost had finally found peace and had moved on to the next world. From that day on, the mansion remained abandoned, but the locals claimed that they could still hear strange noises and see ghostly figures moving around inside. Some say that the ghost of Mr. Richards still haunts the mansion, searching for peace and forgiveness.